Okay. So now the second technique we're going to work on today is the wrap. So the wrap is cut, and then we're going to flip the sword over, and then you raise your hand, arm up, till it comes right above the back when it's cut. So the sword is vertical, protecting your back. Cut, back, cut. The sword is going to come horizontal, but waist level. Come in, arm comes up, and then you're going to come with your hand right down by your ear, so the blade is almost touching your shoulder. You can touch your shoulder, and then it's going to come out vertical like this. Horizontal, come back to wrap, up, wrapping the back, vertical, and then here, coming down by the ear, and then out, back, down. That's a very basic wrap that's used in many of the different schools. So it's done different ways in some different schools. This is the general wrap. One. Now, when you're doing the sword, in the beginning you're going to try to manipulate it with your arm muscle to control the sword. But as you get better, let the weight of the sword do all the work. So your arm is very relaxed. The sword arm is going to be relaxed as you do the manipulation. Again, you're building the track, so every time it looks exactly the same. Okay, that's the outward wrap. Okay. In this hand, can do a couple of different things, but basically as you're going out, so like remember in the beginning we went like this, opposite, rather than like that, go opposite. As the sword wraps up, this hand comes in like this, and as this comes down, this hand comes up through till you're about this position here, and then shoot up. So in the wushu form, looks like that more. Okay, there's different variations of it. Okay, as we go further into the form is called Daolu, Taolu. That means routine. So you have two ways to practice. One is the Daolu, a fixed form, where you learn fixed moves. That's out of the wushu, that's a fixed move. But you can have a free form too, where you can move just off the basic moves, kind of like your Kaju Kempo, where you learn snap kick, side kick, and then you could just go like free sparring. So, but in the beginning, you should try to learn the Daolu, the form as it is, and as you get better at rehearsing the moves, then you can start to be more freeform. So that would be the first technique, the wrap, like this. Again, you can practice just a basic forward stance, waist level, come back to here, up, over the shoulder, forward. Now this stance is basically like a guard stance, an on-guard stance, so that you can come do a lot of moves out of it. In the traditional, it looks like this, but in the wushu, basically it's the same stance, but it's done more flamboyantly. So, okay. So the back and forth. And then the wrap. So now we're going to do the forward wrap. Forward wrap is going to be from basically this dance here, and it's where you want to have to come back out. So in this case, you're starting from here, you're going to raise the sword up, and then come around the back, and then slice out. So again, from here, this hand will start usually out here, and then as you're doing the wrap, the hand will come in, the left hand off, hand will come in, do your wrap, try to keep your wrap so the blade is coming around vertical, and then out. Forward wrap, back wrap. Forward wrapping, slice, slice, back to wrap. Front view, wrap, slice, slice, wrap, back to the beginning. Forward wrap, slice, slice, wrap, back to the beginning. Forward wrap, slice, slice, wrap, back to the beginning. Okay, that's probably good enough for the beginning, just so you can start playing with the sword.